Dear students, welcome on our YouTube channel Study Zone। कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? उम्मीद करता हूँ अच्छे ही होंगे। In today's class, we are discussed about the next part of the chapter number 2. In previous part, we are studied about the electric flux. In today's class, we are discussed about the charge distribution. Here we are considering the physics class for the class 12th, chapter number 2, and our today's topic is charge distribution. Charge distribution. It means earlier when we are discussed about the charge into the conductor at that particular moment, we are considering that the entire charge is to be distributed upon the surface of that particular conductor. But here we are considering the few other formulations related to the materials in terms of their surface, their volume or their linear respectives. The charges are to be distributed, and this entire formulation is to be useful when we are using the Gauss law to determine the electric field for a non-uniform electric field. Earlier we are considering about the uniform electric field, but when the electric field is not to be uniform, it means in that particular case it is not to be quite easy to determine the electric field due to that particular non-uniform electric field formulations. That's why here we are considering the charge distributions, and these charge distributions, it is to be in terms of the three parts. First one is linear charge distribution. Linear charge distribution. Second one is surface charge distribution. And the third one is volume charge distribution. Volume charge distributions. And this entire formulation, it is to be in terms of the 1D, 2D and 3D. Here the formulations I am just to be talking about non-uniform electric field. It is to be used in terms of the uniform electric field. Because suppose it is to be the non-uniform electric field, these are to be the field lines. Here we are just to be considering a particular segment where the electric field lines are to be parallel to each other. It means we are just to be considering the dq charge. Now the entire formulations, if you are having a charge q, then it is to be divided in terms of the dq, dq. It is to be the small segments dq. It means जो आपके पास एक complete charge है उसको आपने smaller segments में divide कर दिया, then अब आप उस particular smaller segment के लिए क्या calculations कर सकते हैं, and then it is to be integrated with respect to the entire limitations. And this distribution is to be along to the line, then it is to be considered in terms of the 1D distributions, because here only one parameter, one dimensions are to be changed. In case of the surface, it is to be the two-dimensional formulations of the charge distribution, because here we are considering the surface in terms of the length and width or length and breadth. In case of the volume charge distribution, it is to be considered into the 3D distributions. Clear? Sometimes it is also to be asked in competition examinations which formulation is to be related to the 1D, 2D or the 3D charge distributions. Clear? It is to be linear, surface or the volume charge distributions. Okay, now we will move upon the first distribution, linear charge distributions. We are just to be started with our first kind of the distribution, the linear charge distribution. Here what is to be the formulations of the linear charge distributions? As per earlier discussions, it means charges are to be distributed along the length. It means the distribution of the charges the distribution of charges along the length. For an example, if you are considering it is to be a wire of the length L, then the charges are to be distributed like this. It is to be the pattern of the linear charge distributions. Here all the charges are to be distributed along the length of that particular wire. Now we are just to be considering a smaller segment of it in terms of the entire length is to be L. Here it is to be the DL and the charges are to be DQ. We are just to be considering a smaller segment. This entire formulation in terms of the segment. इट मीन्स आपने एक छोटा सा पूरे वायर का एक छोटा सा हिस्सा ले लिया और उस पर्टिकुलर हिस्से के लिए आपने इसको डिराइव किया. नाउ द लीनियर चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कांस्टेंट, linear charge density, it is to be represented in terms of the lambda and it is to be the ratio of the charge per unit length. It is to be the ratio of charge per unit length. It means it is to be the dq upon dl. Now this formulation is to be directly related to this particular segment. Now the charge density for that particular segment, it is to be dq upon dl, and the charge density, it is always to be defined in terms of the net charge upon the total length. Clear? If we are just to be considering for the uniform electric field, this formulation is to be like this. It is to be the q upon l, because if there is a uniform distribution, it means the net charge, it is to be equally distributed, it is to be uniformly distributed. That's why we are just to be considering the formulation in this terms q upon l. Clear? It is to be the basic formulations of the linear charge distributions. Next, how we are just to be concluded in the formulations of the Gauss law, और अपन इसको गाउस लॉ में यूज किस तरीके से करेंगे. देन द फॉर्मुलेशंस इज टू बी लुक लाइक दिस. तो फॉर्मुलेशंस क्या होगी? हियर वी आर जस्ट टू बी स्टार्टेड विद द बेसिक फॉर्मुलेशंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ द Coulomb's force. Now we are just to be considering the entire formulations in terms of the Coulomb force for that particular segment. Here we are considering the Coulomb force for the segment. It means that particular segment की बात कर रहे हैं. तो इस पर्टिकुलर सेगमेंट के लिए आपके पास फॉर्मुलेशंस क्या होगी? इट इज़ टू बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ द DF. तो DF की फॉर्मुलेशंस इन प्लेस हो, बिकॉज द एंटायर फॉर्मुलेशन के लिए फोर्स कितना था? F. नाउ वी आर जस्ट टू बी कंसिडरिंग ए स्मॉलर सेगमेंट, दैट्स वाई F इज टू बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू द DF. F क्या बन गया? DF. ओके, अपन इसको फॉर्मुलेट करते हैं. इट इज टू बी KQ, इन प्लेस ऑफ द Q इट इज टू बी DQ अपॉन R स्क्वायर. क्लियर? इट इज टू बी अपॉन R स्क्वायर. नाउ द फॉर्मुलेशंस DQ, our formulations lambda equal to dq upon dl. Here the formulations dq equal to lambda into dl. Now this value is to be put it down here and we are just to be concluded in place of dq it is the lambda dl upon r square. Okay, it is to be the formulations of the df. Now we are just to be concluding the formulations to calculate f, just integrating both the parts. It is to be converted in terms of the f, and now this formulation is to be converted k q lambda. It is to be the constant formulations upon r square. It is also to be in terms of the constant. Here k q and lambda, it is to be constant, and the formulations dl upon r square. And it is to be the linear integration dl. It means it is to be the basic definitions of the integrations. Here we are considering the integration with respect to the length l. यहाँ पर आप किसके रेस्पेक्ट में ले रहे हैं? विद लेंथ l. यदि आप इसको वेक्टर फॉर्म में लिखेंगे देन इट इज टू बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ द r cap. Clear? It is to be the first type of the charge distribution, linear charge distribution. It means if we are just to be trying to conclude the entire formulations First we will discuss about the charges are to be distributed along the length of that particular wire or that particular surface. Then we are just to be considering a smaller segment. The charge of that particular segment is to be dq and the length it is to be dl. Now we are just to be considering calculating that density of that particular formulation. In terms of the lambda, it is to be the charge per unit length dq upon dl. Here we are just to be considering the formulations dq equal to lambda into dl. Now we are applying the Coulomb's force for that particular segment. It is to be df equal to kq. In place of the q2, we are using the dq upon r square. Now this dq value is to be put it down here and we are getting out kq lambda dl upon r square. After taking out the integration of the both sides, we are just to be concluded f equal to kq lambda dl upon r square. Now it is to be converted in the formulations of the electric field with the help of the formulations f equal to q into E, and the formulations of the electric field it is to be f upon q. Now the electric field it is to be written down like this: E equal to k lambda dl upon r square. This formulation is to be directly used when we are deriving the expression with the help of the Gauss law. Next we will discuss about the surface charge distribution. It is to be the second type of the charge distributions. Earlier we have discussed about the linear charge distributions. Here we are considering the surface charge distribution. It means the distribution of the charges along the surface. It is to be along the surface. It is to be look like this. Suppose we are just to be considering it is to be the surface of a particular conductor, then the charges are to be distributed like this, like these are the positive charges are to be distributed upon that particular surface. It is to be the surface charge distributions. Here again we are considering a particular segment of that particular surface. आपने सरफेस का भी एक छोटा सा सेगमेंट यहाँ पे कंसिडर किया है. द सेम फॉर्मुलेशंस, इसका जो एरिया होगा इट इज़ टू बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ द डी एस और इट इज़ टू बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ द डी ए एंड द चार्जेज इट इज़ टू बी इन टर्म्स ऑफ द डी क्यू. Clear? And this formulation it is to be the 2D representations of the charge distributions. Earlier linear charge distribution or the linear charge density it is to be the 1D distributions. Linear charge density it is to be represented by the lambda, but here it is to be represented by the sigma. It is to be the surface charge density. Now we are talking about the surface charge density. Surface charge density. It is to be represented in terms of the charge per unit area. Earlier it is to be the charge per unit length. Now we are considering the charge per unit area because in place of the linear it is to be the surface. That's why here we are considering the area of that particular surface. It means it is to be the formulations of the charge per unit area. Sigma equal to dq upon dA or dq upon ds. Clear? Now the same formulations, the Coulomb force for that particular segment, it is to be in terms of the df. Put it down in terms of the k q dq upon r square. Clear? Now the value of the dq from these formulations we are getting out dq equal to sigma into dA. The net formulations, the basic formulations, we are just to be trying to calculate the charge of that particular segment in terms of the densities. Earlier it is to be in terms of the lambda into dl, here it is to be sigma into dA. Now this dq is to be put it down here and we are getting out the values kq sigma dA divided by r square. To calculate the f, we are just to be integrating both the parts and getting out f equal to kq sigma. It is to be constant here the dA upon r square. Clear? If we are just to be calculating the electric field, it is to be in terms of the k sigma dA upon r square. This formulation is to be directly used when we are deriving the expressions with the help of the Gauss law. Is it clear? It is to be the second type of the charge distributions. Okay. Now we are just to be considering the third type of the charge distribution in terms of the volume charge distributions. In terms of the volume charge distributions. The same formulations, it is to be the representations of the 3D formulations of the charge distributions. Clear? Here we are considering the formulations. Earlier we had discussed about the lambda and the sigma. Here we are discussed about the rho. It is to be the volume charge distributions. Here the formulations, the distributions of the charges are to be along the volume. Along to the volume. Volume, it means it is to be formulations look like this. Here we are considering the formulations of the another type, and the charges are to be distributed like this. These charges are to be distributed upon the surface as well as inside that particular shape. Clear? According to volume, it means the entire surface as well as the inside formulation are to be filled up with the charges. Here again we are considering the smaller segment in these formulations. Again the formulations, if it is to be having the volume V, then it is to be the volume dV, and the charges they are to be dQ. And this type of the distribution, volume charge distribution, it is to be related to the rho. It is to be defined in terms of the volume charge density. Now the formulations, volume charge density. And this volume charge density rho is to be again the similar formulations earlier, charge per unit length, charge per unit area. Here we are considering the charge per unit volume. It means it is to be the formulations dq upon dv. dv, it is to be the volume of that particular segment. Here we are just to be calculating the value of the dq, it is rho into dv. Now again we are considering the same formulations in terms of the Coulomb's force. In terms of the Coulomb's force. And this formulations is to be in terms of the df k q dq upon r square. Now the value of the dq, it is to be put it down here, and we are getting out the k q rho dv upon r square. To getting out the entire f value, we are just to be integrating both the sides, and we are getting out the f equal to kq rho, it is to be the constant dv upon r square. Clear? In terms of the electric field intensity, this formulation is to be k rho integrations dv upon r square. Clear? It means here we are considering the three different types of the charge distribution in terms of the 1D, 2D and the 3D. In case of the 1D, we are considering the linear charge distributions, and the linear charge density, it is to be represented by the lambda, and lambda formulation, it is to be charge per unit length. Clear? With the help of this type of densities, we are calculating the charge upon that particular segment and used that particular charge to calculate the force as well as the electric field intensity. In second case, we are just to be discussing about the surface charge distributions. It means surface charge density in terms of the sigma, and it is to be the charge per unit area dq upon dA. Now the dq is to be calculated in terms of the sigma into dA, and it is to be put it down to calculate the Coulomb force and the electric field intensity. And the third one, it is to be the volume charge distributions in terms of the 3D representations. Here the volume charge density in terms of the rho, and rho, it is to be the charge per unit volume dq upon dv. With the help of these formulations, we are calculating the dq, and this dq is to be rho into dV, and this rho into dV is to be used to calculate the force as well as the electric field. Clear? It is to be the topic of today's class. Hopefully each and every video is to be helpful for you. आप सबको अच्छे से समझ में आ रहा होगा. We are started the chemistry videos as well as the some quantitative mathematics videos are also to be available on our YouTube channel. केमिस्ट्री और फिजिक्स के वीडियोस आपको कंटिन्यूसली मिल रहे हैं. होपफुली इन नेक्स्ट वीक मैथमेटिक्स के वीडियोस भी आपको मिलने लग जाएंगे. हम आप लोगों के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि इस लॉकडाउन के ड्यूरेशन में एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पर आपको सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन मिल जाए, आपको अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट के लिए अलग अलग चैनल्स पे नहीं जाना पड़े. दैट्स वाई हमारी टीम बहुत काम कर रही है. अभी हम लोग 2 सब्जेक्ट्स के वीडियोज आने लगे हैं. मैथमेटिक्स के नेक्स्ट वीक में प्रोबेबली आ जाएंगे और हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि जल्दी ही बायोलॉजी के वीडियोज़ भी अवेलेबल हों. चलिए, यदि वीडियोज अच्छे लग रहे हैं तो वीडियोज़ को लाइक शेयर करना ना भूलना, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना, ताकि बेल आइकन को प्रेस कर लेना कि जितने भी नोटिफिकेशंस हैं, डेली जो क्लासेज आने वाली है उनके नोटिफिकेशंस आपको मिल सके. अपने फ्रेंड्स को शेयर करना मत भूलना. थैंक यू.